Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Ask Jay Klein Show. Let's jump into episode number 4. I've been kind of sick lately, and I've been between being sick, a little sick, and traveling and moving to Buenos Aires, Argentina, which I'm talking about in this episode. Finally better. I finally am able to be understood via word of mouth. So let's jump into episode number 4. Cool, guys. So in this episode, I talk about calorie intake. I talk about supplements, supplementation into your personal program, and of course, Argentina. So, first question that I received, first topic, calorie intake, is based on a question that I received from Helio. And Helio Bogas, thank you for reaching out and emailing me. Just so you know, by the way, kind of sidebar, even though there's a lot of people on my email newsletter and that visit my site, a lot of people probably assume that I don't read all the emails that come to me. I read, and actually up until this point, I've been responding to each email that I receive. It makes me very pumped. I'm excited whenever I receive questions, and this is how this show continues. If you don't ask questions, then the show doesn't, continue, doesn't go on, doesn't survive. So I need you to keep asking questions, whether it's Facebook tweeting me and emailing me. And it just appears to be, anyways, that hitting reply is a lot easier than going to Facebook and going to the page and whatnot. So jumping into the first question from Helio, he basically wanted to know, he actually had a few questions, but I'm going to really stick with the question of how many calories should I consume per pound, for instance, on the lean body movement programs like Lean Body Revolution, or let's just say, make it general. How many calories to intake per pound or in relation to any given exercise? So my answer is kind of a roundabout answer. It's not black and white, because first of all, nutrition is not black and white, and your whole exercise paradigm is anything but black and white. And so, Helio, my answer is you got to base it on the variables of many things, at least 4 big ones: your personal profile, your history, medical history, of course, and that's not really my area. Number 2, things like your age and your height and your current weight and your body fat. And last but not least, your end goal for number 4. You got to know where you want to go. Like, that's going to answer all your questions. Okay, so where do I want to go? That's probably the first thing I would ask myself. So where do I want to be? What's my ideal kind of physique? What does it look like? And then you can kind of associate certain body fat percentages or body weight with that. And then on top of that, then you kind of take into your current status. And that's how you get on track for that. Because, of course, there's no one-size-fits-all path. Even though I make a program like Lean Body Revolution or the Marine Body, and it's one program, I bet 99% of people, or 99% of the times that it's been completed or someone has participated in it, it was not completed in the same fashion. And so there's uniqueness to all of this. Everybody has their own journey in fitness and in losing fat and building muscle. So that's my answer. It's kind of vague, but it's true. It's probably the best answer for that, because I could, if I gave you a black and white answer, then it's probably, I'm probably not a very good experienced trainer, because that's kind of naive to say, oh, do this and this and this, and everybody can do just the same, because that's not the case. So topic number 2, and Helio actually mentioned this as well, is supplements. So what do I recommend for supplementation? And I actually talked about this in the past episode. I think I mentioned this quite often, actually. is my view on supplements is traditional, well, kind of in nature, pretty conservative. I have been my own kind of testing ground for the past 10 years, easy. What I will say is that when I've been testing, let's just take a basic whey protein, even creatine, which are two. Creatine is supposedly research valid and proven, but personally, I haven't seen a whole lot of variance when I've been on whey or even creatine for an extended period of time, 30, 60, 90 days even. And then as opposed to when I get off these supplements at different quantities, at different levels of ingestion. Pronounced it right, I got it. So first of all, I'm conservative. I personally haven't seen a whole lot of variance. So, and on top of that, I don't recommend, nor should any trainer really be recommending informally prescribing supplements to anybody, really. The only people that can really prescribe or heavily recommend supplements is your family doctor, and oftentimes they won't even do that. So all I can tell you is what I've done, and that is what I've done. I've taken many things under the sun, not everything, but many things. And there's not a whole lot of change that is different. When you compare, I'm on supplements and I'm off, there's not a whole lot of difference. I just find it best when I'm drinking a decent amount of water, not a crap ton of water, but a decent. And for me, it's about between 2 and 3 quarts per day, about half a gallon to a full gallon, somewhere in that area, at least about a half a gallon. So moving on to my last topic, and I'm going to get off the fitness fat loss course a little bit, just because I want to share with you some of my events that have, some of my experiences thus far in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Why did I choose to come here? Because I wanted to. No, because I just wanted a new experience. I've always wanted to learn Spanish ever since I can remember. Ever since I can remember first hearing Spanish being spoken, I always thought it was such an awesome, beautiful language, and I was like, dang, I definitely would like to learn it. I just didn't know when. And so I suppose these past 6 to 9 months has been a big revelation as far as me actually going to do it. So, and on top of that, Buenos Aires is considered by a lot of Americans to be the Paris, if you will, of South America. So all of those things combined, plus they have an interesting tongue of Spanish, an interesting dialect. All these variables interested me, and so it's been amazing thus far. Make sure you visit my personal fan page, Jason Klein. I'm sure you can find it through one of my Facebook pages, like Lean Body Movement or something like that. Follow me, and I post pictures and videos almost every day, unless I'm sick or something like that, or I'm working or something. I'm also teaching English, kind of part-time. Of course, because you guys are my big deal. What I live and breathe for is talking and living fitness. So of course that will always be number one to me. But just kind of living the dream here in Buenos Aires. So a very, very awesome experience so far. It's only been not even 2 weeks yet, and so not sure how long I'll stay, but a minimum of 6 months, probably 12. That's what I'm thinking, 12 months, because just because mainly for the sake of me immersing myself and giving myself enough time, fair enough time to actually learn and ingest the language and to finally comprehend it, because I take a long time with technical stuff like this, and I want to do it right. I want to do it, I want to give myself a fair shot at this. And my goal is to come back to the U.S. fluent. in a practical sense to where I can utilize the language efficiently. Not necessarily a guru at it, but to where I'm practically fluent. So there you have it. There's Argentina. I'm going to be actively posting info and photos and videos of my experiences. I'll probably start a Tumblr and just consolidate all these experiences and photos up on the Tumblr, and I'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, keep asking me questions. Please just hit reply to the emails or Facebook, I don't care, comment under this video, because I want to keep going with this show. Even if it's random, I don't even care if you ask me a personal question, not even related to fitness, something random about anything. Just ask me, because it's a blast for me to film these, and I want to keep going. So you keep asking questions, I'll keep answering them. This is the Ask Jay Klein Show, and we will see you guys for the next episode.